Hello, everyone. Good morning, afternoon, evening. Dear authors and invited guests, welcome to Technical Session 4A. Myself, Priyanshi Goyal, and this session would be moderated by me. On behalf of Global Knowledge Research Foundation, it is my great pleasure to welcome you to the 8th International Conference on Information and Communication Technology for Intelligent Systems ICTIS 2024, Ahmedabad, India. The eighth edition of the conference is being organized in a hybrid mode. The physical event was organized in Ahmedabad, India on 4th April 2024, and the virtual event is being held through Zoom today, that is 5th April 2024. I hope you will enjoy the knowledgeable and interactive sessions through the day. In this session, we have 10 presentations. Each presenter will be given 8 minutes for the presentation and 2 minutes for question and answers. On 7 minutes, I'll raise a gentle reminder. There's another request to all the participants that you all stay connected with us till the closing remarks. If you have any query or update, then you can write it to me in the chat box. Just before we get started, I would like to introduce you all to the chair for this session, Dr. Yashwant Dongre. Dr. Yashwant Sir is currently working as an assistant professor in Vishwakarma Institute of Information Technology, Pune, India. Researcher in the field of service computing and AI, excellent in developing J2EE based applications, capable of handling databases and web servers. Sir is good in Java, JSP, and EJB coding. Sir, we welcome you. And would you like to extend any welcome address to the participants?
Hello, ma'am. Hello, all participants. Uh, Welcome you all, and thank you for inviting me here. And all the best to all of you. Uh, no problem. We will start.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much. Now, without further ado, I would like to start with the presentations for the session. Before starting, I would like to request all the participants for two things. Number one, please be prepared with your presentations so that we can uh, maintain the flow of the session and check your connections. Also, kindly bind to the time limit. And when you're presenting, kindly open your cameras so that the chair knows who is presenting and who is answering the questions. Now, I would like to invite the first presenter for the session, Risha Roy, to present her paper titled A Study of Crime Analysis Using Machine Learning. Risha, do we have you here with us? Risha Roy, do we have you here with us? Is there any teammate present from the same team? Since there's no one from the team present, I'll move on to the next presenter. I'll invite Simran Fatima Said to kindly present her paper titled A University's Website Performance Analysis as a Solution for its Online Statement Implying the Use of Cybersecurity Tools.
Good
Do we
evening,
have
ma'am. I'm on the line.
you on the line? Excellent. Who is speaking?
Simran
Simran.
Fatima only.
Okay. Yes, I'll stop presenting so that you can start your presentation.
जी ma'am. Yes. Sh- yes, ma'am. Please ensure that my screen is visible.
Just a second, ma'am. Yes, your screen is visible. You may start presenting.
Yes, ma'am. So good evening, one and all. This is Simran Fatima Sayed. Uh, Actually, my paper ID title is A University's Website Performance Analysis as a Solution for its Online Statement by Implying the Use of Cybersecurity Tool. Since I am the assistant professor of my current university, Marwadi University, and I am teaching the subject, I have taught the subject cybersecurity in my previous year students, so that the interest had made me to work upon that. So I have thought of working upon my university's website performance only. So why the such kind of traffic happens to my university's website. So for that purpose, I have made this current work. I have worked upon this research area. So this is my paper ID, and these are the number of authors who together worked for this. Coming to the contents, yes, these are the contents: introduction, objective, literature, survey, implementation method, research, conclusion, and references that I'm going to tell you in this agenda. And yes, now moving ahead to the research topic, since everyone know in this current scenario, everyone are very good at their own respective businesses, and they are making their respective effort to make their business at such a growth. And with such a strategy, they are themselves producing such marketing tools. So, in the same manner, my university has their way of marketing tools, and they have their own website so that they can keep on work upon whatsoever. Even faculty work upon on the same thing, and the student work upon the same thing, such as portal, they work upon the same portal. So in the same manner, outside the companies also able to automate customer care process efficiently organization, and they used to collect the data first by using such kind of technologies, and as well as in order to run the businesses in such a high way, they have their own websites. They will be keep tracking whatever the requirement of the client party wants and whatsoever they need. And so in my current scenario, the reason of this auditing is to check. Sometimes my university website gets weak, so to check the weakness of the website at every area. So what kind it is going to be. So now moving ahead to the objectives. The objectives of my current work is, first of all, we have worked upon to perform a assessment. Means by using the Kali Linux, we will be assessing the whole, we will be getting the overview that what, where, why it is lagging in our internet-based analytics. And secondly, to demonstrate for the converting quantitative measures information into required for arriving, means the one which we get from the first objective. Here we analyze it at each and every area, that everything is going smoothly or not, or whether where the traffic analysis is going on, or the audit. And third one is nothing but to utilize to by using such outcomes, we will be utilizing that performance level and strategic development of objectives. So these things should be decreased, and these things should be increased at every pin of the corners in our university. So, in the from the previous author's service, several authors has developed by using several cybersecurity tools. They have worked upon several kind of things which can be useful, which has been successful in their respective area. In the same manner, I have, depending upon their references, I have developed in my area to for the auditing. So in the coming to the implementation method, first of all, what we researchers have did, we all have made use of Kali Linux. So we have installed Kali Linux in our university's system. And what we have did, we have made use of WP scan tool, which we have developed for that. So we have developed a WP scan tool so that it can, in a one go, it can monitor huge amount of issues. It can collect the issues with the span of 10 seconds. So it can analyze what, where, and how it's happening. In the same manner, it in the selection of KPI as well in the Internet Presence University, these key performance indicators also useful to catch the somewhat vulnerabilities, means to protect our system, to protect our website from such kind of DDoS attacks or any kind of attacks to be occur from. So these ways are so helpful in combining, generalizing, and describing in with respect to university growth objectives and critical performances. And as well as we have made use of WScan tool to make its huge result and various kind of output, so it can be able to display the confidence score in the sense, just like accuracy score we do use in machine learning models. So in the same manner, here we determine the accuracy by its confidence score. So in the coming screenshots, I am going to explain what thing is helpful in which way. So first of all, in the first process of auditing, it is just a overview. Means this is the website that it is used to be in the department where they in our university in the way the it is just a basic overview of our university website. So this is the passive detection, which is not much harmful for our system. Means the university website is never, hopefully, it is never been a part of any active detection as well. Only passive detection. It is just a look. So coming to the second, third, and fourth screenshots, in which robots.txt process, it is useful for the search engine boots of our pages. Means it should not be hanged by any active attacker. Means it has been very safe. Means it is has been 100% confident in by involving such kind of aggressive detection. And coming to the third one, the Redmi process, in which it has a direct access of aggressive detection, which it has been to a practical point and could able to divulge confidential data. Means it can keep the confidential data somewhat a secret, except the user and except the university party. No one can able to access, and
This
it
is a
can.
gentle 1 minute reminder.
Ji, ji, ji. So we can end the 70% confidence in backup because we can't back up 100% sometimes. So this is the somewhat issue with us. So the next time we'll be helping for the 100% backup as well. And coming to the plugins, yes, since this is the hugest university, so there's such kind of plugins happens, installations happens across the university regarding the requirements. So these are the plugins which we have 80% accuracy because it is a huge university. And in the cron PHP file, once we have been a minimum attack of DOS, but later how we can able to protect means by protecting from such kind of attacks, we have installed the testing process, so we can't able to open to anyone. So these are the locations, means out of 620, we can connect for every second they are connected. Every user is connected to this Marwadi website because everything works gone to this. For every 1 to 2 seconds, 21 connected users we can get to see. So
I'm
potential.
sorry, ma'am. I would need to interrupt you. Can you please conclude the presentation? You have exceeded the time limit.
GG. Yes, finally we are working. We are employing for the testing. This is just the first part of our thing. The main aim is to efficiency criteria. We can make the equilibrium of everything in order to maintain corporate performance rate. We can meet the strategic goals for growth. So university website should promote tangible actions. So we'll be working for the testing things to make it more efficient. Only this is the beginning of our cybersecurity tool. And thank these are the differences. And thank you, ma'am, for giving me this for giving us this opportunity. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Nice presentation.
Yes, sir.
Uh, I have one question,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
which is related to title only. Uh,
Mm.
do you have any use any ML specific algorithm while for the experimentation and noting the results?
Pardon, sir.
Any ML specific algorithm did you use?
Actually, we would like to use machine learning as well, sir, but this
Okay,
is just a Kali Linux one only. So this
okay,
is the initial level we have used it, but we are working upon that, sir, for the further things.
okay. At least not at a deep machine learning, but at least at a level of classification or little bit labeling or some simple task. Did you?
At the beginning we have did, sir, but later we thought we can go with the sorry, cyber security. At the beginning we have added SVM at the very beginning, but later we did not proceeded with that. At beginning we have one of our researchers has added SVM and RF, the random forest classification for that. But later we thought, why can't we go with cybersecurity? But the one you have suggested, that is also a perfect thing for us, sir.
Okay. Mm. Best wishes for your further work.
Thank you so much, sir. We'll be working upon ML as well regarding this thing.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Coming up next, I would like to invite Risha Roy to present her paper titled The Study of Crime Analysis Using Machine Learning. Risha, do we have you here with us?
Yes, I am.
Okay, I'll stop sharing so you can present your screen.
Yeah, sure. Thank you. Um, My screen is visible, right?
Yes, it's visible.
Okay. Um, So good evening, everyone. I am Risha Roy from JS College of Engineering. Today I'm here to present our study titled Study of Crime Rate Analysis Using Machine Learning. So this work was conducted by my co-authors, Shupana Dashgupta, Tanusri Shaha, Shomobrata Shaha, Tanusri Dash, Anubra and Chandan Naik. So let's start with the overview of our study. As we know, crime prevention is an essential responsibility, and accurate crime prediction is crucial for effective law enforcement. So, our study basically examines the applications of machine learning algorithms to focused crime in specific geographical regions, aiming to enhance community safety. Objective of our work basically focuses on analyzing and predicting crime rates using machine learning techniques. So our primary aim is to assist investigators in effectively tackling crime problems by leveraging the vast amount of information stored in our database. So the core objectives, like our first objective is to conduct a comprehensive analysis of crime data to uncover patterns, trends, and correlations. By applying machine learning algorithm to historical crime data, we aim actually to predict the future rates accurately. And in addition to analyzing crime data, we utilize data visualization techniques to present the output in the form of images and maps. And visual representation also helps the stakeholders, including like law enforcement agencies and the general public, to better understand crime patterns and make informed decisions. And by providing insight into crime prone areas and potential hotspots, our study or project basically aims to raise awareness among the general public. Armed with this information, individual, if they have that information, then they can take necessary precautions. So uh, coming to the problem statement, here I'll be discussing the problem statement that our project aims to address, basically focusing on the pressing issue of crime in our society. Crime is, we all know that crime is undeniable one of the most significant social problems plaguing our communities, with incidents occurring daily and spreading. It's basically spreading worldwide. So one major challenge is one major challenges we saw in is the absence of police presence at crime spots, which can occur due to various reasons, such as lack of proper address information, or it may be a failure to receive timely notification. So this absence hampers law enforcement's ability to respond promptly and effectively to criminal activities. So moreover, individual often face difficulties in identifying crime prone areas or assessing the safety of that particular that specific location. So this task is basically carried out through in our like normally in traditional way, manual inspection of tables containing extensive data, and which is like it is error prone. So incorrect or outdated data also can lead to misinformation and hinder efforts to address crime effectively. So our proposed solution centers around criminal like crime phase focusing. This is one proactive approach that utilizes various machine learning algorithms to predict crime rates based on historical data and other factors which we got for the data collection. And one key aspect of our solution is the visualization of crime prone areas on a map. Instead of relying solely on tables containing vast of lot of data, individuals will be able to visualize crime rates using a map interface. So we use different shades of colors to identify that prone areas. The darker the color is, the prone that particular area is. We'll discuss it further in the slide. And by moving away from traditional table-based formats to map-based visualization, we aim to reduce inaccuracies and enhance the effectiveness of crime rate information. So yeah, that is our proposed solution. And yeah, what I told that we have used geolocation, and we have shown that the map where here you can see that the darker the below side in the map, the darker is the color, and this one, the darker is the color, and this is more crime prone area. And the lesser dark the color, like the lighter the color is, these are less crime prone areas. So user can, like general people can be monitored that which area is more crime prone and not. And also the legislative authority also will be able to take actions on the basis of this. Yeah. Now, yeah, this is our workflow. So we took data from Kaggle, and it consists of a lot of data. It's basically 2014 to 2019 database, which we got. And then we did data pre-processing. We pre-process the data with some techniques, machine learning techniques. Then data mining, I'll discuss in the next slide. And then visualization. So yeah, data collection. Here our methodology consists of several key steps, like including data collection, visualization, pre-processing, classification, and prediction. So these steps are crucial for generating meaningful insights from the crime data. So in data collection, we collected a comprehensive data set from Kaggle comprising crime data from 2014 to 2019. This dataset includes various attributes such as like latitude, longitude, and crime types, then which are essential for our analysis. Latitude and longitude is more
This is a
essential.
gentle 1 minute reminder.
Okay, so after the pre-processing, like before analyzing the data, we performed pre-processing steps to clean the data. And in the visualization part, in the pre-processing, we used class weights and one-hot on encoding to ensure the accurate results. And in visualization, we used matplotlib to show, like to create the visualization such as graphs, pie charts, and maps. And data meaning for crime prediction, we employed data classification algorithms such as linear regression, decision tree, and random forest classification. Yeah, this is the data collection part which we took on Snap. And pre-processing part, we cleaned the data to get the accurate result. And for data mining, we used this tree algorithm. In result, we got this pie chart. We got this chart. This is basically total number of crimes based on the years, 2014 2019. So we get it from we used matplotlib to get these pictures. And next one also, like we got that graphs, and this is the crime factors or the crimes in the decreasing order. And future scope, like looking ahead, our study has several potential future directions, like integrating our models with platforms like Google Maps could provide real-time crime awareness to the public and enhancing community safety. And then next, our model effectively predicts crime prone regions within a country, which which potential for increased accuracy when considering specific states or regions. So by visualizing crime prone areas on a map, we provide clear and accessible information to the general public, enabling them to take necessary precautions and make informed decisions and their safety. So in conclusion, our study demonstrated the effectiveness of machine learning in crime analysis and prediction. So by leveraging advanced technology, we can better understand crime patterns and develop proactive strategies for law enforcement. And additionally, the provision of longitude and latitude coordinates adds an extra layer of safety for the user, now for facilitating accurate identification and monitoring of crime prone regions. So thank you for your attention. I'm happy to take any questions you may have.
Hello, Risha.
Yeah, hi.
Hi. Good and descriptive presentation.
Thank you.
Just I have one question.
Sure.
Actually, you are working on analysis as well as prediction using machine learning.
Yes.
Are you going to work for prevention also? Because prevention is more important. Analysis we can do, predict we can do.
Basically in our work, that for the crime thing, we are not preventing, because we are taking this analysis and like predicting an analysis. And we also, I have shown in the map also that like we are predicting the geographical location so that legislative authority can take actions. I know like there are some we can do some upgradation of our study for that, taking steps, but those is not in our hand totally. So I think like our study will give some addition to work for the legislative authority or the higher authority.
Means at least you are informing them, means that authority.
Yes, we are informing. And also this is not only the authority, this is general people. What I said, that our future scope, like if we add it in the Google Maps, then it will be easier for the general people to like to search one particular area and show that, like to see that that area is how much crime prone and not. That will be easier for the general people.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
That's it from my side.
Okay, thank you so much. Thanks for giving me the opportunity to present over here.
Thank you, Risha.
Yeah.
Moving forward, I would like to invite Ma'am M. Hosanna to present a paper titled Anti-Cyberbullying System Using AI in Social Media. Do we have you here with us, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'll stop presenting so that you can present your paper. Yes, your screen is visible. You may start presenting.
Good evening to myself, Hosna, Molecular Psychology of Arts and Science for Humans. I'm going to present my article, Anti-Cyberbullying System Using AI in Social Media. This is my paper layout. Social media allow people to share that they like. Some people using social media for communicating and research. Most of the people using are for entertainment. Only some people are they using social media as the cyberspace. They bullying the people in social media by hiding their identity. Using ONN's algorithm, we find that hate speech and bullying happen in social media. This is my background studies. Not only me, lot of people eager to fighting social for cyberbullying because happening to others is waiting for us next. Here, ONN's algorithm will detect the bullying words automatically. This is my methodology. Sentence are entered to pre-processing and the sentence are split into words. Here, pre-processing that are tokenized and splitted into words. Splitted words sent to the data reduction that duplicates word and repeated word, null word, special character that are removed. After that, streaming will happen. After removing duplicating data into the ONS algorithm to detect bullying text in dataset. Here, figure 2 shows that the ONS algorithm accuracy and error rate. Difference between ONS algorithm and deep DT. Table 2 shows the F1 score of ONS algorithm and deep DT. The proposed word focus to find bullying words in social media by 96% in accuracy rate, 93% of F1 score. Here I includes my references. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. Very short and sweet presentation. No problem. But I have one question.
Yes,
Like
sir.
while developing supervised and unsupervised data set, am I audible?
I used to, sir.
Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. While developing supervised and unsupervised data set,
I used your unsupervised data set, sir.
no. My question is not finished. While developing supervised and unsupervised data set, uh, which uh, which type of precisions you have considered? Did you consider precisions while developing these both type of data set, like supervised, unsupervised?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I get a Twitter data set and put it in my algorithm and find the results, sir.
Okay. What is distribution over these two types? You have collected equal samples, or there is unequal distribution?
Sir,
Uh, in these two types of data set, your distribution is equal or unequal?
unequal, sir.
Unequal. Okay. Okay. That's it from my side.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am, for your presentation.
Thank
I
you,
would
ma'am.
now I would now like to invite Om Gangji to present his paper titled Automation and Analytics, RPA-enabled healthcare notifications via Power BI. Do we have you here with us, Om?
Yes, ma'am. We are there.
Yeah, you're audible. You can now present your screen.
My
Yes,
screen visible, ma'am?
yes, your screen is visible. You may start presenting.
Okay, ma'am. So first of all, thank you for the opportunity given by you to present our paper. Our topic is automation and analytics, RBI-enabled healthcare notification via Power BI. Our paper ID is 24, and we are from Vishwakarma Institute of Information Technology, Pune. Now introduction. So RP is a new technology which is used for smart software, using smart software to automation. It makes business more efficient and saves time and money. It also helps to reduce the cost and operational cost errors, and it also significantly minimize the operational risk. In healthcare, RPA can help by handling administrative work like scheduling appointment and billing processes. Due to this, it free up the time for doctor and nurses from doing the management work, and they can focus more on the healthcare services so that the patients can be served betterly. This is the abstract of our paper, in which we will focus on the effectiveness of RPA in healthcare workflow acceleration. We are going to identify crucial factors essential for the implementation of RPA in healthcare services. And we are going to we are going to see different approaches to mitigate the risk and maximize benefit so that it can ensure smooth integration and operations while using it. So the existing methodology are, these are some of the research paper which have previously worked on RPA, and we have taken some of the references from there. Now, the objective of our research paper is it will ensure the timely notification of upcoming health sessions to the hospital patient and visitors so that the many patients and visitors can be engaged by providing timely and accurate information about the sessions. It will automate the process of sending notification via WhatsApp or email. So this will reduces the time, and also it will improve the accuracy and speed of notification sent to the hospital patients and visitors. Now we are going to see Power BI in this we have used Power BI integration, in which we will visualize the various matrices, like which are the messages that has been delivered, sent, or open, and the engagement rates that the patient is with us. The Power BI represent data visually through graphs, charts, and interactive dashboards, and simplifies the complex information, aiding meaningful insights by the healthcare professionals. It also optimizes the notification strategies, which will improve the patient engagement, and also it will be effective in the communication channels. So first of all, we are going to see the blood donation report dashboard, which will be implemented using Power BI, in which, as we see that there are total 1,000 patients, and the average donor blood was around 40. By visualization, we will be easily identify the patient's blood bag number, which is very crucial for the identifying which type of blood bag it is. It will also tell the blood group, gender, and the weight and age of that patient. Then the second one is cancer test report dashboard. So here we can see that the average age of a cancer patient is 56. The people who are less than or 45 are in the negative category of the cancer, and the people who are above the age of 56 are most likely to get the cancer. By using visualization of Power BI dashboard, it is easy for to analyze the patient's ID, weight, age, cancer detection, and gender. Now the third one is the pathology test report dashboard, in which we are going to see the average age of the pathology report, the number of patients that have come to the hospital, the patient's weight and gender. It will also tell the patient ID and the test which he has done and what are the result of that test. Now, how we have done this one? So, in a sample Excel file, we are taken the input of the patients and the visitors that are going to come for the event and that one. And this is the here we will see the message that we need to send to the patient, to the visitor or the patients who are going to engage with us. The second one is we are going to see that how the RPA enabled bot will be able to send the automatic message to the user. So in this, we are seeing that the message has been sent by the bot. The third come is the what is going to send the patient on the disease category. If there is a workshop on cancer, the cancer notification will be cancer workshop notification will be sent to the patient. If there is another on the healthcare for the women and that one, the for women, then that specific message will be sent to them. Then third is the automatic email notification to the user for various future events that we are going to invite them for that event. Now, the most important is the gap identified. So time required for manual and automated processes. So when we used to send manual message, at max the best person can send that message in 300 seconds, that is around 5 minutes, for sending 1000 messages if he's too much pro in that one. But if we see the automated bot processes, it was enabled to send 1000 message in 1 minute only, by minimizing the resources. And as we can see, the time has reduced by 80%, which will be used by the doctors, and which has been consuming the time of the doctors and the nurses. And this significant reduction in time demonstrates the efficiency gains achieved through automation. The results of our papers are time and efforts reduction. As we have seen in the previous slide, the time and our efforts are reduced significantly due to the automation services. Then we are able to do the timely delivery of the notifications, which will prevent the patient and visitor from missing the important informations. Because we have seen that many times the patients and visitors are being neglected due to the human errors. We have minimize that human results. Personalized notification will be also the same, so that the individual needs are targeted. Power BI, we have integrated Power BI here. So the due to the Power BI integration, we will be able to monitor real-time notification delivery metrics, analysis of engagement and response rates, customized reporter for trend analysis and optimization. Though the challenges here are lack of knowledge and understanding. So many healthcare professionals may lack familiarity with the RPA technology, which will be addressed by conducting various sessions and support programs for them to understand the technology, because the technology is the future. Implementation of cost of implementing RPA technology can be a challenge.
This is a
But
gentle
it
1 minute reminder.
Thank you, ma'am, for the reminding. Addressed by opting for cost-effective solutions like cloud-based RPF platforms. There are also security concerns which are paramount, but we are going to address them through various protocols like encryption and access control. There are also some of the challenges that we are going to cover by various terms. The future scope is automation, automating operations, cost reduction, improving communications, quick insights, which will be done by Power BI, patient experience, and also the question with the technology advancements. So this is the conclusion of our paper. The paper discusses how RPI enhances accuracy, efficiency, and cost saving in healthcare. The study underscores the need of soft training, regular monitoring to identify issues and make necessary adjustment, ensuring successful RPA interaction. By taking measure to integrate RPA effectively, the hospitals can realize significant benefits in terms of operational efficiency and patient care quality. So, ma'am, these are some of the references that we have used. Thank you.
Hello.
Hello, sir.
Okay.
Hello,
Next
sir.
question.
Thank you, sir.
I have two questions.
Yes, sir.
First is about your accuracy, speed. How you have calculated accuracy, and did you compare it with any existing system? Because you are claiming your system is more accurate.
Yes, sir. So, sir, in RPF, we are dividing the patients in various categories, and as they have been already divided, it will be enabled. The bot will be able to send the message significantly, and this is a in the terms of accuracy, it will accurately target the patients and visitors for that sessions.
Okay, no issue.
Yes,
If
sir.
you are working on accuracy, read further on how to calculate accuracy.
Okay, sir.
My next question is, you have mentioned about 4 to 5 challenges.
Yes, sir.
Did you overcome any one of them, or are you thinking to overcome in future work? Any of them? 4 to 5 challenges you have mentioned.
Sir, we have still the challenges like
Means did you
And the next,
consider or overcome any one of them, and or are you going to consider it for further work?
so we are going to consider them for the further work.
Okay, good. You are
Thank you, sir.
mentioning challenge means you should have uh, either it is either you should cover in a future work, or either at least you are targeted at least one of them.
Yes, sir. Okay, sir.
Okay, that's it from my side. All the
Thank you, sir.
best.
Thank you. Moving forward, I would like to invite Preetham Patro to present his paper titled Comparison of Deep Learning Models, CNN and DNN for Multivariate Time Series Dataset. Do we have you here with us, Preetham?
Yeah, hello ma'am. I'm present here.
Yeah, so I'll stop presenting
Yeah,
and you can
let me
present
just
your.
share. Is it visible?
Yes, it's visible. You may start now.
Okay. So good evening to one and all present here. I am Preetham Patra from SRM Institute of Science and Technology, Tamil Nadu. The title of my paper is Comparison of Deep Learning Models for Multivariate Time Series Dataset. Along with me, my co-author is Dr. Kalyan Neti, who is a senior principal scientist at CSIR NGRI, Hyderabad. Moving on to the acknowledgement, I would like to thank my mentor, Dr. Kalyan Neti, and the director of CSIR NGRI, as this work is an outcome of my winter internship at CSIR NGRI, Hyderabad. I would also like to thank my college faculties for allowing me to do the internship. And lastly, the special thanks to the ICTIS team for giving this opportunity. So moving on to the outline part of my presentation today, we will begin with the introduction of the topic, and we'll understand what is CNN and DNN means, the motivation of behind doing the project work, and the method and implementation used, result, limitation and challenges, and then conclusion. So what is AI, ML, and DL? Artificial intelligence is actually a typical task carried out by smart systems which require human intelligence. And machine learning is a subset of AI which creates algorithms and uses data and makes decisions based on the patterns observed. Human intervention is required only when there are some errors or incorrectness observed. Deep learning is a subset of machine learning and artificial intelligence, where it uses ANN or artificial neural networks to reach some conclusions without human intervention. The right side diagram, which you can see, is a deep learning model, and we will understand it better in the next slide. Now, here is a comparison between convolutional neural network and a deep neural network. The CNN model is basically broadly classified in two parts, which is the feature extraction part and the classification part. Here we see that the input image is processed and passed in the beginning to the convolution layer, where the convolution layer slices the data into various segments, and the feature is extracted from it. And from that, we move on to the pooling layer, where we see the broad view or a simplified view of a convolution layer, where feature extracted are used, and then they are moved towards the classification part, where these nodes are dealt with the segmented slices, and then they are passed into so many layers to get a rich and refined output. Moving on to the DNN model on the right side, the input data is divided into various nodes, and then they are processed towards the layers. These processes are generally for the classification part, where there is no feature extraction involved. In this, it's a inbuilt process happening over here. So what's the motivation behind doing this work? Over here, we have taken this process or the research work of taking multivariate time series dataset, which means capturing multiple observations over a timeline. So I have taken an energy dataset of Spain in the year of 2016 and compared the complete analysis of both CNN and DNN models. So performance comparison. I wanted to understand how the CNN and DNN model performs in the terms of final loss values, accuracy, and capabilities on multivariate time series data. Learning the dynamics. Analyze the initial learning behavior of both models is a crucial aspect in this complete part, and this involves how we understand and how the model converges during the training of the models respectively. The impact of features. Investigation of specific features such as consumption, energy consumption, price, and the days of the week and the month on the model play an impact on the features. This helps us to identify whether certain features are better suited for one model over the other. Now we can see the prediction horizons. This helps to evaluate models' performance across various horizons, looking like the two-week predictions, which I will show you ahead in the moving on slides. And this gives us an insight how each model would handle the short-term forecasting. Practical applications. The optimal model for a different, the optical model would lead to a better practical applications for any other scenario other than the energy forecasting. We can take any weather forecast or some other forecasting. Now moving on to the method and implementation used. The command which played in the complete analysis was a TensorFlow, which is a library of the Python. Along with it, NumPy, Pandas, and visualization, Matplotlib, scikit-learn were also crucial libraries. So I used feature engineering, which means we allowed the models to explore different perspectives and relationships within the data. Windowing step. This means that the various data sets which we captured were divided into meaningful segments and slices, which helped us to pass on to the CNN models for yielding better output. And data prep and readiness. We used various models like CNN and DNN models for a better arrangement of the data set. And this also helped in getting better output.
This is a gentle 1 minute reminder.
Okay. So now then we trained the model rigorously for around 150 epochs or 150 iterations. Then the main advantage of using TensorFlow was it has a lot of flexibility, scalability, performance, and customizability. Method and implementation of importance, why I used CNN and DNN models. This helped in rectifying the missing data, normalization, univariate, and multivariate. Moving on to the results part, we can see both the graphs where the DNN loss curve and CNN loss curve are shown for 150 epochs. The orange line shows the value loss, and we can see that DNN was having a lot of disturbances, and CNN was having very less disturbance compared to the DNN part. I have even shown the 2-week prediction over here for better understanding. The DNN model had some similarities, but the CNN model also performed better in the initial stages compared to the DNN model. So here we can have a slight upper hand on the CNN model.
I would need to interrupt you, Pritam.
Yeah.
Can you please conclude? You have crossed
Yes,
the.
just yeah. This is a mean absolute error graph. So the future work which I would like to show was that the main models which I compared, CNN and DNN, couldn't be that accurate enough to conclude, because there could be much further work like comparison of more data sets and using better evaluation metrics like MAP and RMSE. So I would like to do some future work on this. Thank you. I would like to proceed with the questions. Hello.
Yes.
Uh,
Thank you, Preetham, for your presentation. Are there any questions?
Yeah. Pritam,
yes, sir.
did you consider scalability? Because somewhere I seen there scalability.
Scalability, basically I use TensorFlow because this TensorFlow library is useful in multivariate time series analysis. It helps in better performance of the calculation of the model, sir. I didn't use any scalability term for the models.
At which level your scalability is working? Scalable. What is scale for the testing?
I didn't get you, sir. Uh,
Okay. Okay, that's from my side.
okay, thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you, Preetham.
Yeah.
Just a second. I would now like to invite Prateek Pandit to present his paper titled Comprehensive AI-Driven Web Framework for Automating Recruitment Process of IT Industry. Do we have you here with us, Prateek?
Yes, ma'am. Hello.
Yes, I can hear you. I'll
Yes.
stop presenting and you can start sharing your screen.
Yeah. Ma'am, is the screen visible?
Yes, your screen is visible. You may start the presentation.
So, good evening, everyone present here. So, I myself, Pratik Pandit, and I would like to present my paper titled Comprehensive AI-Driven Web Framework for Automating the Recruitment Process of IT Industry. And these are below my co-authors. So, this is the outline that we are going to follow through the papers. I would like to introduce my paper over here. Like it is basically a web framework designed to revolutionize the recruitment process within the IT industry, as there is nowadays growth in IT industry and much large extent of people are coming to IT industry for job recruitment. So it has its own challenges, like to struggle to identify the right candidates and resource recruitment. So to increase this process faster, we are trying to build a AI framework which will automate this task and enhance the recruitment functions. So objectives of the paper were like to implement a resume parsing, screening, and capability of parsing resumes, which will extract the relevant information such as skills, experience, education, and contact details of the user. Also, based on it, we have implemented a job matching mechanism which compares the past data with the job descriptions provided by the company, and based on the predefined criteria, it calculates the results and provide to the admin. Next objective was to implement an dialogue flow based chatbot assessment, which will taken through AI, where AI will be present to a chatbot and take the assessment for the user through MCQ format. And last will be the video interviews, which are the HR rounds, which will be done through a virtual app, and it will be recorded, through which we can easily identify the sentiments of the user. This is the literature survey, where we have the first paper was our base paper, based on which we find out how the AI will work, and others were also some models where we can, through the papers, we easily found out like what kind of models can be used to implement these frameworks. These are some more literature surveys. And this is the proposed architecture of our paper, where as a user, will input his resume, which will be in a structured format. The resume will be then extracted, where we are using PyParser mechanism, which contains two libraries of Spacy and NLTK, where Spacy allows us to process large volume of text of the resume, and NLTK processes the text and finds the tokens, parses the resume, as well as it finds the keywords which are matching to the job description. These keywords are then passed to resume ranking, where the ranking algorithm works. We have used a cosine similarity over there, which checks the job description, and based on it, it calculates the score and provides you the HR. Where the HR checks the score and sends an automated email. We have used an API of MailChimp, which will automatically send email to the candidate for the next round. So next round is the AI-based assessment, where we are using Dialogflow and ChatGPT bot, where we have developed and we have developed a Dialogflow bot which will take technical questions based on the job role through a decision tree approach, where the ChatGPT will provide prompts to the user and Dialogflow according to the questions asked for the job role. Like if we are using the chatbot for a particular question and user is able to answer it quickly, then based on it, the next question will be asked. So here it works on different level, like easy, medium, and hard. If the particular user is able to answer easy questions, then based on it, the hard questions will be given to him. And at the end, the score is calculated, which is again then forwarded to the admin department, which will again send an automated mail for the next round, which is the interview, where we are using virtual platforms which will take the interview and record it. These recordings are then stored in MP4 format, which will be shared to the sentiment analysis, where these recordings are stored in audio format, and we have used the AWS transcribe service, which converts the speech to text and sends it to the NLP algorithm to calculate the sentiments, where the NLP checks the parameters which are present for the job description, whether the candidate is culturally fit and is possess capability of problem solving. Based on it, it generates a score and gives it to the admin. And then at the last, based on all the scores, the candidate is being selected for the job role. So this is the results which we got through our application framework. Like this is the resumes which are candidates we have put, and this is the matching of the resume based on the job role. This is the chatbot assessment, where the chatbot Dialogflow is taking the assessment of the user. Next is the interface, where we are taking the interviews, and based on the interview, these interviews are in MP4 format and recorded, which are shared to the sentiment analysis, where it checks the score of the candidate, and overall sentiment is calculated, based on which the candidate is selected for the job role. So I would like to conclude my proposed paper. Like simply, it is a web framework which focuses on development and implementation of web framework, which delivers an advantage for automating the administrative tasks, which reduces the admin tasks of the hiring process. And this approach modernizes and increases the recruitment process, making it more efficient and effective. For future work, we are deciding to more model it for accuracy, so that it provides us more accurate score based on the applications which are currently present in the market, as well as we also want to work on the AI front, where the assessment part, which will much more improve, where not through MCQ assessments, but we are also trying to include coding assessments over there, which will be easily helpful to calculate the technical interviews of the candidate. Likely, these are the references that we have been using. I'd like to thank you and conclude my presentation. Thank you. Any questions, sir?
Yeah, good presentation.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
For implementation, somewhere you mentioned that some web APIs you use for.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Instead of it, web services are possible.
Yes, sir, but it kinds of basis on the free trial basis. Like there are services available, but they are for like a particular period of months. So for our purposes, our department has only ordered for free trial work, and if they allow us to permit through this model into their department, and if it gets approval over there, then we are allowed to use the paid trial. So we are trying more we are now we are developing that part also so that it can get more enhanced.
Okay, good.
Yes.
Thank you for your presentation, Pradeep.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
I would now like to invite Ishan Rastogi to present his paper titled Eye Disease Disorder Diagnosis Using Deep Learning. Do we have you here with us, Ishan?
Yes, ma'am, I'm present. Am I audible, ma'am?
Yes, you are audible. I'll
Okay,
stop sharing so that you can present your paper now.
sure, ma'am.
Can you
I'm
present now?
sharing. Yeah, I'm sharing my screen.
Yes, your screen is visible. You may start presenting.
Okay, 1 second, let me put it into the slideshow mode. I guess it's visible.
Yes, it is.
Okay, good evening, one and all present here. My name is Ishan Rastogi. I am a fourth year BTech CSE student from Ahmedabad University, Noida. On the screen, you can see my team members, that is Shrey Singh, Suraj Tripathi, Mukund Mittal. All of them are also fourth year BTech students from Amity University. And in last, we have Dr. Porosh sir. He is our mentor and our guide for the project. Moving on to the next slide, we have the abstract. First, we need to understand the basic information about my project. Like why did I create it? Why did I create this? And what did I develop? So as you can see, the topic of my project, that is eye disease disorder diagnosis using deep learning. So in contemporary time, what happens is because of the home confinement, numerous individuals are unable to seek immediate medical attention, because of which there is an a gradual increase in of the health risks for the individuals. So, in order to provide an optimal and a viable solution to those individuals, we have created this project that allows them to use a user interface. It's a user-friendly interface that allows them to scan their eyes and get the result, like what is the most probable disease or the disorder that the individual could have. So in the abstract, we can see it says the web-based medical diagnosis utilizing the deep learning comprises of a user-friendly front-end website. So there is a front-end website that asks for the user registration. After the registration is done, that happens through the government proofs, and the user have to provide their government ID proofs in order to keep them authorized and for a secure verification of the user. And it is seamlessly integrated with the database and the deep learning model that I have created. And upon the first visit, the user has to, of course, sign up into the website, and their personal information is securely kept into the database. But we cannot see any of the passwords and the data that the user stores onto the website. Moving on to the original outline structure of the project. So as you can see, there is the user. Once the website is opened up, the user has to align the face with the webcam. The webcam will be having the guided dots and allowing the user to align their face along with the eyes. Then the user captures the image of their eye, and only the portion of the eye part is visible. Only the eye part is sent into the machine learning model. The user will store the details and also the image. That data will be sent to the backend integration and further into the database, where the CSV, it will be stored into a CSV file along with a label. Then it will be divided into the training and testing data set. There will only one image that a user has to give, but for the training purposes, we have a data set of 729 images that are authorized by a family doctor of us. And yeah, so it will be divided into training and testing data set, and based on that, the machine learning model will be the the data set will be fed up into the machine learning model, giving the outcomes. Moving on to the full functionality machine learning implementation. This is similar to the previous outline structure that I have shown, but it's more detailed and it focuses only towards the machine learning part. So as you can see, there is a convolutional neural network for the image processing. And further, there is a artificial neural network for the website optimization. This will be used in the integration and also for the prediction of the disease that the user will be having. Uh, this thing is also representing the like combined a version of the website along with a machine learning model that will be implemented at the backend. This is the corpus, or we can say it's the references that we have used. We have gone through multiple research papers, and in the respective columns, you can see the research paper topic, author name, domain, algorithms used, and dataset used. So we have gone through multiple datasets and algorithms. Based on that, we have made a machine learning model and also the website. So these are the libraries and the important functions and the libraries. Without these, the model couldn't function. So first one is the CV2, that is borrowed from the Open CV. It stands for the computer vision version 2. It is for capturing the video or the image from the user end. Next one is the face recognition. This library is very essential for the machine learning model to function, since it allows the user to align the face, providing them the landmarks, face landmarks. There are a total of 68 face landmarks, but we are only using 24 of them. 12 landmarks. We are using 12 landmarks for both of the I6 for each. And you can see in the code, here is the function for aligning and capturing the eye snapshot. But it only keeps a part of the eye only, not the face. This is the data pre-processing. It's in the code. So it's majorly broken down into three parts. That is the image cropping, image resizing, and the image comparison. Since we do not need the complete image of the user face, we only of the eye, we only are taking a certain part of it, a specific amount of pixels only, and that is done through the face recognition dot face landmarks from this inbuilt function, because we have a particular region of interest, and it drops it and saves it into the system to the save path. And then we have the image resizing under the data preprocessing. So resizing is done because we only require a specific part, as I said about the region of interest. So for a specific part only, we have kept this one. And then we have the image comparison. We will see about the image comparison in a detailed uh, way in the next slide, upcoming one. This is the ML model image capturing window. So once the model is run, it will open up a window that is happening through the CV2 library. And when the face is not visible to the camera, to the webcam, it will display a warning that is face is not visible. Please see into the webcam in red. And once the face is visible, it will start a counter of 15 seconds that allows the user, it's enough time for the user to align their face along with the eye to capture the image. Every second, an
Can you
image,
please 1
also
minute
called as a,
behind?
sure, ma'am. Thank you. So every second an image is captured and it is saved into the system. The latest image will be saved into the system for the further processing. This is the ML model capturing the images and also doing the prediction. So as you can see, this is me. And yeah, if you focus on the possibility of disease, it is displaying 106.11%, uh, which is not viable, right? It is because of the because of the lighting of the room, and the dimmer the area, dimmer the room, perfect would be the accuracy would be more than. So yeah, and in the last, the ML model will also perform the cleanup. It will clean up all the windows once the process is complete. This is the image comparison module. It involves the MSE, that is the mean square error that we are using in order to find out the similarity score and the similarity index. Lesser would be the similarity index, more will be the lesser the MSE value, more will be the similarity index, because the the errors are reduced. So more will be similarity. And here is the MSE. MSE basically means mean square error. N is the basically we are taking the average by squaring the observed minus predicted, and the whole square divided by the number of observations that we have taken. That is also done into the code. The website is based on the MERN stack that we have discussed in the abstract.
I would need to cut you in between, Ishan. Can you
Sure,
please
sure, ma'am.
conclude the
Yeah,
presentation?
sure, ma'am. I'm trying. Give me a minute, just a minute, ma'am. So it is basically MERN stack, and we have used Tailwind CSS to give more aesthetics to the website. This is the front end of the website. This is what the user would be seeing. On the left, you can see the capturing part, and on the right, you can see the home page. The conclusion is this is a great tool for the doctors and opticians. It can enhance their like what we can say that it can enhance their power to scan whether the individual is having such disease or disorder or not. Like basically a tool that will be supporting them. And the data can be stored and can be given to further third parties for the analysis. Only the image data, not passwords and not the personal details of the user. Thank you for watching and thank you for your attention. I'm open for any questions if anyone has.
Okay, good and detailed work.
Thank you, sir.
My question is related to some, uh, like you have to defend it. You are using real-time data or you are using data set which is already available?
Yes, sir. So there are two types of data. First is the data set that we have already captured. The data wrangling, data collection, churning and wrangling is already done, and it is organized in such a way that it is stored. And there are a total of 729 items. And further data augmentation is done. That is for training. Now for testing, we are taking a part of the same data. We are basically performing a k-fold cross validation for like saving part and using some further testing. But now it's in for the user and use only. So the second data would be the real-time data that the user will be giving us.
But if you are diagnosing the disease on the
Yes,
basis of
sir.
data, then why pre-processing is needed on data?
So the pre-processing
Cannot
is just for
assume
the
any of the feature. If I have cold fever, then
yes,
I
sir.
cannot assume I have weakness. It should be there in diagnosis.
Yes, sir. So pre-processing of the data is needed in order to like resize it, in order to crop it, because we are only interested in the eye, not the whole face. So because of that, we are converting it into pixel by pixel and also comparing it through the like particular area from the safe path and the dataset path. We are subtracting the matrices by converting the image into numbers.
Okay, good.
Thank you, sir. Ma'am, shall I stop sharing my
Yes,
screen?
I'll just stop it. Thank you, Ishan,
Thank
for
you
your
so much, ma'am.
presentation.
Thank you for this opportunity, ma'am.
My pleasure. I would now like to invite Avinash Ram to present his paper titled Mapping Supply Chain Research to Sustainable Development Goals. Avinash, do we have you here with us?
Yeah, hello, Priyanshi. So am I audible?
Avinash?
Am I audible?
Yes, you can you be loud? I cannot hear you.
Am I audible now?
Yes, you're audible. I'll stop presenting so that you can present your screen.
Is my screen
Yes,
visible?
yes, it's visible. You may start presenting.
So thank you for the opportunity. So I am Avinash. Like my title will be mapping supply chain research to the sustainable development goals. So this will be the list of our authors, Dr. Raghuram Payaldas, Dr. Shankan, Triptika, and myself. So I am basically an MBA student from Amrita School of Business, Amravati, Andhra, India. And so the introduction part will be the understanding of between the relationship between the supply chain management and the sustainable development goals, like it's very crucial for achieving the sustainability. So we know that like it plays a significant role in both service and manufacturing sectors. Like majorly it focuses on poverty, health, climate, and so the developed countries. So like if we take in Asia, so China, Japan, and India, so they are developed countries like uh, when it comes to sustainable supply chain management practices. So here the main purpose of this research is to understand the correlation between the supply chain management and the specific SDGs. Like so these will be the research questions which will be discussed in detail in upcoming slides. So in business, like if we take SDGs like 158, so those will be like so in business field, if we take this gender equality, and so that can be replaced by SDG 3, 7, and 12, which is like affordable and clean energy, which is SDG 7.
and SDG 3 will be the good well-being. So these can be replaced with the work ethics, culture, and gender equality. So which is a good sign for moving towards the sustainability. And it focuses on climate change, stakeholder engagement, and this mainly covers implementation, the SDG reporting, theoretical frameworks, and all. Like when it comes to supply chain management, so we all know that many countries have concluded they have taken agendas and they are moving towards the 2030 agenda. Like many companies are taking 3-year agendas, 2030 agendas. So they are bound to make a change. So in such cases, so for example, if we take a company like IKEA, it's moving towards sustainability, and we know for TCS, they are more into this reducing the greenhouse gases and all. So their aim is to reduce the greenhouse gases emission by the year 2030 to the zero, to zero. So and main purpose, the purpose of our research paper is to understand the research gaps and guide the research scholars, particularly in terms of logistics and transportation. And the methodology in this review, in this research paper, will be the bibliometric review, which is nothing but the quantitative research. So we have collected data about this sustainability goals and supply chain management from the Scopus database. So which is focused more on supply chain management research. So we have used this Prisma procedure, which is a screening tool. So this has 27 layer check. So which is to ensure the transparency of the research. And we have used viewer software. So which is we have used it for encoding the video information from the video, and for that is further used in our network analysis. And so these are some of the so year-wise analysis. So if we can see this from 2016 to 2023, which is last year, and so TC means total citation, TP represents total publications and all. So these are some of the information in terms of numericals, and so these are the graph which is showing explaining this table, and followed by the interlink. This is the interlink among the SDGs in SDG research. Like for each and every SDG, like there are total 17 SDGs, and we have collected the information from the Scopus regarding the total publication, total citation, as well as the total citation per publication. So here it comes like 12, SDG 12 is starting top when it comes to this interlink. And next slide. So this is a small image which is generated through K clustering. So cluster analysis picture. And so the red colored boxes, which is nothing but the red cluster, where it emphasizes mostly on SDG 9, 12. And green cluster is focusing on the quality of life, education, which includes SDG 7, 11, and 13, which is sustainable cities and communities and climate action. So the top countries, this country doesn't focus not only in India, so when it comes to research paper, so the top countries, which are China, USA, and India. And China has the largest publication, and from the citation perspective, the USA and has the highest citations, and followed by UK. And small top emerging countries, we can't imagine that these countries are into Indonesia and Iran. So they are into top 10. And so these are the picture in which includes the graphs of each and every total publication citations and these total citation per publication. So here China stands, followed by UK, sorry, US, and these will be the top funded countries. So China and Brazil are receiving consistent support and encouragement for the SDG research. And China has the output, higher output. And these countries include this UK. They are actively encouraging the SDG research, in terms of funding. And so the sustainable the goals mapped to supply chain research will be, it focuses on SDG 12, 9, and 7, And when it comes to countries, US, China, and UK are the prominent countries which is focusing on SDG 12, 9, and 7. And most of these countries also focuses on responsible production and consumption. So these are the institutions, like prolific institutions. So we have listed down every like top institution. So some of the top institutions will be Worcester Polytechnic Institute and University of North Carolina, like which is a part of US, and US, China, and UK. Like they are prioritizing the educating like SDG 12, which is nothing but like responsible consumption and the growth, economic growth, like which is very good SDG, which is focusing on supply chain especially. And Iran, Finland, and China, they are prioritizing SDG 7, whereas UAE, Germany, and France focusing on SDG 9. And so these are the some of the top cited papers in the Scopus. So here we can see multiple papers, and so this is discussed in upcoming slide, which is um, so the journals which are published, they will be like International Journal of Production Research, Information Management, and Production Economics. These are some of the top tier operation and supply chain journals. Their concentration is more on like increasing the awareness. So that is the main purpose. And the top 5 papers, like which is focused on SDG 12. So that stands first. So which we saw in the earlier, like in the interlink slide. And so the framework of SCA, like here SCA refers to like software composition analysis, and we have used agile SCA and sustainable SCA. And then integration of circular economy, like circular economy, which is nothing but like reusing, repairing, and recycling. So this all comes under circular economy. With like principles within the sustainable supply chain management can provide the clear advantage from the environmental perspective. So the top cited 15 papers like increases the focus on SDG research and the practices in supply chain management. So coming down to the last slide, implications. So the global SDG SCM research is rising, like it's a collective effect to, like it's a not only a single person's effect, like the effort should be collective, and SDG 12, 9, and 7 are most focused in terms of supply chain management.
This is a gentle
So that is focused on
1
responsible.
minute reminder.
Yeah, thank you for that. Focusing on responsible consumption, innovation, and clean energy. So the interconnectedness drives integrated strategies, like which provides a strong co-citation linkages between the various goals. And like both developed and developing nations, they are increasingly committed to SDGs and the implementation strategy. Like when it comes to like funding and institutional support led by countries like China and the United Kingdom, they are top most in funding, like bolster research efforts, like which. So we have I have shown in this top prolific institutions, right? And these will be our references. And thank you. So I am open to questions.
Okay, good. Your work is involved with latest agile, SDG, all these things we have listened. Your work
Thank
is
you very much.
also focus on correlation also.
Yes, sir. Like the main purpose is to understand the correlation between the SDG and the supply chain management.
Can we achieve these works using data mining or some existing data? Sorry.
No, sir. Like I am from a management MBA background, so I'm pursuing my MBA in marketing and operations. So I'm not into like.
Okay. So that I'm not telling you machine learning, but data mining is a little bit simple. Some data mining approaches are also there for understanding correlation in just like in marketing field, not
Yes, sir.
yeah, technical or in computer field.
So I have not used any data mining techniques here.
Okay. All right, no problem. That's it from my side.
Any other questions, sir?
No. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. So thank you, Priyanshi.
Thank you, Avinash. Moving forward, I would like to invite Pooja Sharma to present her paper titled mental wellness compass for the engineering student. Do we have you here with us, Pooja?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, I'll stop presenting so that you can present your paper.
All right.
Yes, your screen is visible. You may start presenting.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Pooja Sharma, and I will be presenting our paper. So, our paper title is Mental Wellness Compass for Engineering Student, and the co-authors is myself, Nanisha Sharma, Disha Bandale, Mayur Shinde, and Yamini Patel. So, these are all the contents for the PPT. So, introduction. So, Dr. Brook, who was the first Director General of WHO, he said that without mental health, there can be no physical health, which is true as we all know. And also, the alarming rise in student suicide in India has increased by 4.5% in 2021, highlighting the urgent need for innovative needs to identify the mental health of students. And in engineering, students who face many academic challenges like adjusting to the new environment, managing the coursework projects, and then also for the final year student transitioning to the professional world from the studies, which often leads to high stress and anxiety impacting mental health. So the paper aims to address the challenge in engineering student mental health and academic experience by collecting the data of the students, analyzing them, and developing tailored intervention using the random forest regression algorithm to identify the student mental health in three parameters: happiness state, stress, and depression. So the problem that was identified, 1 minute. So the problem that was identified was that the engineering student often face mental health challenges during their entire academic journey. Like first year student often face adjusting to the new environment, and for the final year student, they often are under stress for getting new jobs. Uh, but of these things are often overlooked, and our current support system and awareness are not enough for providing the engineering students with sufficient supports. And also for the traditional therapist, there is also many challenges faced like geographical barriers, and then they may also not provide continuous care due to their busy schedules. So the proposed architecture that we came up with, we have created a system in which the user will be the engineering students and they will be creating the account and sign in using the credential. And on homepage, they will be able to select their respective year. First year student will be selecting the first year questionnaire, and after that a questionnaire will be displayed in front of them. Each year have different questionnaire sets, like and all there are also some common questions for all the 4 years, like the are you able to sleep properly, those type of questions. And after the student has filled out all the questionnaires, the train model will be used. The model will be trained on random forest regressor, and using that we will get the outputs as the student's mental state in three parameter: happiness, stress, and depression. And after that, the student will also get some suggestion based on their scores that they have got. And also the score will be out of 5. And in the end, the student can also generate a report that they can share with their teachers and the faculty members. So here are the in-depth overview that I've just explained in the architecture part. These are some literature survey that we did for our projects. The first one, basically, in that paper, they have used wearable sensors to determine the stress level of the user, and they have also used different type of machine learning techniques. And the second paper is used. They have created a chatbot for uh, like a artificial therapist. And in the third paper also they have use different type of algorithm in which they found that the SVM algorithms works better for them. It has the highest accuracy. So for the data set is composed of series of CSV, and each questionnaires for throughout the 4-year questionnaires, we have different set of questionnaires, and the questionnaires um, are designed to identify various factors affecting the mental health and academic experience, which and each questionnaires uh, reflect the unique challenges faces as they process. And also the questionnaire uh, contain the overall like a physical health, emotional well-being, stress, lifestyle habits, and all that. And the questionnaire have options ranging from, most of the question contains strongly agree or strongly disagree options, and some questions have yes or no. For example, this is one of the CSV file. So after we have prepared a CSV file for each year. We have also assigned scores to the options. For example, we have assigned 5 score to the strongly agree and 1 score to the strongly disagree. And we have divided the question into uh, for the 3 state: happiness, stress, and depression, and calculated accordingly. So why we have used random forest? It is because it is a versatile assemble learning algorithm, and it creates an assemble of decision tree uh, trained on random feature. Also, our main objective is to develop a predictive model that evaluates student mental state, focusing on the 3 parameters that I have said before: the happiness, stress, and depression level, and assign numerical scores to them. The score will be out of 5. And we have used the random forest regressor algorithm to assess and improve student mental health using the questionnaire responses. So the conclusion: the student uses questionnaire to assess the stress and mental health of engineer. The system uses questionnaire to assess stress and mental health of engineering students, enabling AI recommendation and support. And also this enhances the educational journey and also contribute the mental and emotional health. And by addressing this limitation, like we at least can take the first step of identify if the students are facing some mental issue. So that's why we have to learn. These are the references. Thank you.
Okay, very useful and social topic. Good.
Thank you, sir.
I would like to ask, am I audible?
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Yeah, okay. About correctness of result. I would like to ask you about correctness of result. How you are, you have used random forest, barabar?
Yes, sir.
Then with which algorithm you are comparing your result, or how you are verifying your result for correctness purpose? Because
Sir,
in this case, correctness of data you are receiving or whatever data you are producing is important.
yes, sir. We have uh, used 2 algorithms. The first was the linear regression, and it is good for the numerical data, and the second was random forest. So after comparison, we found that the random forest was good. We you for finding which is that we use RMSE.
Okay.
And as it is like the lower the score RMSE score is, the better the prediction would be. So the random forest got the lowest scores in RMSE, so we decided to go with that.
Okay, again repeating, how we will verify correctness?
So can you elaborate more about that question?
How can I elaborate? Correctness means, for example, you are interviewing me for some data.
Yes, sir.
Like, for example, you are asking in which standard you are studying. I will say in ninth standard I will study. Uh, what is correctness of that? I am saying ninth standard.
Sir, for that first we have prepared it, and for that the
Because this
student
is
will have
all it
to.
is, related to mental health. If
Yes, sir.
a particular person is not mentally fit, he can say he or she can give any type of answers, or
Yes,
incorrect data they will provide. So that it is about the correctness of data, nothing else.
yes, sir. Sir, for that we have not done anything because we are thinking that the user will need to be truthful while answering the questions.
Okay. Okay, no problem. Yeah, that's it from my side.
Thank you, sir, and thank you for providing this opportunity.
Thank you. At last, I would like to invite I would like to invite Aidan J. Thomas to present the paper titled Military Split, a Flutter mobile application for efficient bill splitting based on individual consumption. Do we have you here, Aidan?
Yeah,
Okay. Yes.
can I present?
Yes, you
Thank
can present.
you. Is my screen visible?
Yeah, your screen is visible. You may start presenting.
Okay. So thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining. And I'm Aiden, and I'm here to present our research paper titled Military Split, a Flutter mobile application for efficient bill splitting based on individual consumption. So before we dive into our details, let me give you an overview of what we'll be covering today. We'll start with an abstract, then followed with an introduction, and then we'll be talking about all the related works to this app. And also we'll be talking about system architecture and the military split algorithm. And I'll also be showing the user interface for this application. And finally, we'll be concluding with the future work and with a summary. So in today's fast-paced world, dining out with friends uh, uh, is a moment which is sometimes awkward because of the splitting of the bill. So our project presents a novel Flutter mobile application for efficient bill splitting based on the individual consumption of each person. So the key features of this application is we have leveraged the Azure Form Recognizer API for the optical character recognition. So we can use that to extract the data from the bill images. And we have also implemented a multi-split algorithm to divide the total bill among all the individuals who have consumed the food. And we have also integrated with Firebase for the secure user authentication and for the storage of the bills. And we have also enabled a email module which will send the splitted details, splitted bill to all the people. So yeah, bill splitting is a challenge when we share meals at a restaurant. So current applications assume that we have a equal splitting or a predefined ratio, and they always ignore the actual consumption difference. So manual calculations are error prone and they can sometimes lead to disagreements during the settlement. So our Flutter mobile app, we aim to provide a seamless solution by automating the splitting process based on the true consumption while accounting for taxes, fees, discounts, etc. So the existing methods like existing apps like Splitwise, Settlup, Split, they allow for expense tracking and bill splitting. But each of these applications have their own disadvantages. Few apps require all the participants to download the application, and each person should have an account. So if I am sharing the bill with someone, I can't share the bill unless even they have the application. And few of these applications, they do not provide integration for OCR. So if it's a long bill, I need to manually enter each and every single item, and they do not have the OCR module. And most of these applications, they do not take into account the taxes, the discount, the service charge, and such extra percentages. So our novel contribution is that this is one of the first mobile solution where we have integrated OCR, receipt data extraction, and a multi-split algorithm. So we leverage the Firebase ecosystem for secure authentication and for the cloud storage and real-time syncing. And it will additionally handle taxes. So each country will have different taxes on the food, and some few restaurants have discounts based on the application that you use. For example, if you're using Swiggy or Zomato, there's a different percentage of discount. So we also take into account the discount and the service charge. If few restaurants have service charge, we'll be also taking into account all those extra details. And then we will be providing a user-friendly cross-platform, because this is an application that is built in Flutter. This will work in any platform and with no external downloads required. It also has a web application. So this is our system architecture. Our system architecture consists of the Flutter mobile application that will be capturing the bill images and will be implementing the multi-split algorithm. It also integrates with the Azure Form Recognizer for the OCR data extraction, the Firebase real-time database for the storage of the images and for the syncing, and the Firebase authentication. In case the person needs to see the previous bills, you can also log in and you can store all the bills that you have. And optionally, we are using the recent API, which is an API where we can use to send emails to all the people who are involved in the splitting of the bill. So this is our algorithm. This is the multi-split algorithm is the core of our solution. It fairly divides the bill based on each person's individual order, and it accounts for tax, discounts, service charge. And the algorithm ensures that there is transparency, accuracy in the splitting process, and we don't have to use manual calculation or the equal splitting, which is done many times by many people. So this is the user interface. So figure 2 is the login page, and we also have a login anonymously. So in case if the person doesn't want to register, you can use a login anonymous feature. And figure 3 shows the home page where you can also see the previous bills. And figure 4 is the basic details where you can enter discounts, service charge, tax, and the names of all the people who will be participating. And figure 5 is where we demonstrate the image upload page where OCR will be done. And in figure 6 is the edit food page. So we can choose who has eaten what item. And in case the OCR is not done accurately, we can edit the cost also. So figure 7 is then the food details page, which lists the item consumed with their prices and who the individuals who have ordered them. And lastly, we have figure 8, which shows the splitted bill, and it shows the calculations that has been done and what discount has been taken, what tax has been taken. It shows in detail. So each interface is designed with the user experience in mind, and we have aimed to ensure a seamless process from scanning a bill to sharing the final split details. So in conclusion, our research paper presented a novel Flutter mobile application that addresses the limitations of existing bill splitting applications. And we have implemented OCR using Azure Form Recognizer, and we have integrated with Firebase services, and have used Flutter, which is a cross-platform framework to build mobile applications and web applications. And our future work includes integrating with payment gateways like Google Pay, Paytm, and to extend beyond to other group expenditure use cases beyond just restaurants. And this is the references that we have used. Thank you for your attention. I'll be happy to take any questions.
Okay. Actually, very sensitive topic, military application.
Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, I can hear.
Yeah. I think this is very sensitive topic related to military.
It's a splitting algorithm, because military split is a system where there is accuracy done every time. So this is not actually being used in the military, but this is a name that we have given to the algorithm that we have made.
Okay. Then algorithm name is related to military, so that somewhere privacy concerns you might have taken into consideration, privacy related issues.
Yeah, so the images of the bill that we are taking, because it is receipts and it contains many sensitive details like the amount or the credit card details or all such things is being stored in Firebase, and Firebase has done all the data is end-to-end encrypted, and this all the items that are stored in Firebase is cannot be accessed by anyone other than the person who's authenticated.
For you are using encryption for privacy purpose. Is it introducing some extra cost?
No, for the encryption, there's no extra cost. Only for the Azure Form Recognizer API, where there is a cost because we are extracting the contents of the bill. The OCR is done on the bill, so for that there is a cost.
Okay, good.
Thank you.
Thank you, Aiden, for your wonderful presentation. And with that, we have come to an end to this session. I sincerely thank all our authors for their excellent presentations and contributions in this session, and all our participants for being a part of this international conference. I hope this session was informative enough. We, on behalf of the whole team, thank you for the support during this 8th version and all the previous 7 versions of the conference. We will be happy to have you in the 9th version in 2025 as well. All the presenters would be getting their digital certificates through email within 2 working days. Further, all the papers have already been forwarded to the Springer. The publication will be live within 6 months. Kindly cooperate with the team of ICTIS 2024. I would also like to thank our session chair, Dr. Yashwant Dongre, for chairing this session. And this is a small token of appreciation from us to Sir and from on behalf of the Global Knowledge Research Foundation and partners. Sir, would you like to add any closing note to the participants?
Okay, really, conference was informative, and most of author have work real time. So many algorithm I learned from this, and really, I think we are reached at international level, because previously also through same platform I have gone through the presentation of so many international authors, means for other than India, so that surely I can say we are reaching to the international level. So that this is good platform for research community to present work and get it validated from each other. Thank you for giving me opportunity, madam.
Thank you, sir, for your valuable presence. I would now like to request everyone to kindly switch on their cameras for a quick snapshot of the virtual conference. Yes? Okay, just a second. Yes. 1, 2, 3. Thank you, everyone. Have a good day. Bye-bye.
Please send me photo also.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Will do.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.